Okay, so suffice to say, I've seen if I record and post something in the middle of the night, it's probably something more emotional and whatnot. Especially while it feels like a corkscrew is trying to extract my uterus from my stomach. Which is something that I have to go through not just for a week, but it gets worse the longer that the extended bleeding goes on. So, also, I've got health issues compounding that. So, anyway, finish up, kiddo. Oh, I forgot to bring up the iron pills. Wait. Leave the cheese stick. I know. You wanted to have a picnic in the bedroom. Come here. Come on. I'll hold on to it. You remember what it looks like, right? It's still on the kitchen table. You remember never to take any of those, right? Okay, I'm locking it back up after this, okay? So, yeah. I take iron pills because there's no conceivable way that you could possibly get this in your diet, and I already run anemic, even without bleeding being abnormal. So, anyway. So apparently now they have a term for harassment online that goes offline or offline that goes online, I don't know. Called doxing. Yes, dear? Yes. Good job knocking. Thank you. So we have taught him to always knock. Even if you're just getting something, knock on the way back in, because it's good practice, right? So yeah, he always knocks. Well, except for this one time that you didn't, and then you went to the corner for that. Mm-hmm. And that wasn't where he'd gone and got something either. That was just where, he was especially in trouble because my shirt was halfway down. So, like, things were covered, but, like, you don't walk in on people changing, honey. That's why you always knock. 'Cause you never know. Alright. I took my iron pill. You can stop watching me like you're gonna report to your dad.
Hello.
I can see that you didn't really take your nap.
No.
You look tired. Tell you what, you lay down. Let me finish this. Close your eyes. Oh, go throw that out first. Remember to not coming back.
Down the stairs?
What?
Down the stairs?
Yeah, down the stairs. You don't be putting wrappers in the upstairs trash can. That's for pads and stuff, and then we take that downstairs. So anyway, apparently they call it doxing. Yeah. Okay, I just call it destroying people's lives. I've been through it. I've also been through other things that ranged into weird. Now, most people are at least give the illusion of being respectful. If they're not outright just simply respectful. But you know, you do run into that, and I have run into legitimate misogyny. Come in. Like, having these college guys who occasionally go through the neighborhood. Well, I assumed at first that they were college guys, but they really just seem like a bunch of rich boys with Daddy's Camaro or something, or like, well, is that even a Camaro? I don't know much about cars. So, don't ask me models. All I know is that the top was down and a bunch of them were sort of hanging out. This one time I was walking with Chris Munchkin here from the bus stop, and this is actually the final straw that led to me deciding to stop wearing bras. Because this stopped happening whenever I stopped wearing a bra. Now, the health stuff was also a factor, but that was kind of like the final straw of I don't care what people think of me. My body doesn't exist for them. So, yeah. They decided to heckle me and were telling me to shake that booty. I have a limp because I have one leg shorter than the other, and yes, I am fat. I have tried to help that. It's not something I have been able to do. The best I can do is to simply not gain weight. I have some health issues again, and it's kind of all I can do not to gain weight. Or if I do gain weight, to be able to kind of cut that, but it won't drop below a certain point. It's just a battle I've fought. So, yeah, I've just sort of accepted that as long as I don't gain weight and become as big as a house, I'm good. As long as I can still remain active. I can be at least comfortable with the fact that I'm not as bad as I could be. That being said, that doesn't mean I'm comfortable with the fact that I'm fat. And I don't like being heckled and being told that I should just be thankful for this just because I'm thick. So, somebody used to tell me, you're not thick, you're goddess-sized. Someone else used to tell me, you're not short, you're fun-sized. And then I'm like, that can go so many different ways. Don't you ever say that to somebody.
What?
Fun size.
What is that?
It's a reference to a small candy bar, but it also can be used and taken in a different context where you're kind of saying something dirty. Kind of like calling pigtails handlebars.
Oh my god.
It references an adult thing, so don't ever say that to somebody. Okay, and if you ever see anybody saying that to somebody, say something, okay? See, kids often say things that they hear parents say. And if you talk to them, this is less likely to happen. Like, the comments about handlebars actually started whenever I was in elementary school. I used to wear pigtails obsessively. And then boys in my grade who weren't even old enough to even really know what this meant would start saying handlebars. And, yeah. Just know, honey, that it's just a really bad thing to say to somebody. Honey, lay still. Honey, you can lay close, but just stay on your dad's side of the bed. Here, I'll just move over. Because I know you, whenever you start get sleeping, you'll push me off. Yeah, I love you too. Get comfy. So, yeah. You sure you want a nap here instead of in your bed? Okay. Sometimes it helps them sleep every once in a while. Because you look tired, kiddo. I probably look tired.
I do. Yeah, I got that.
Yeah, I'm tired, okay? So, anyway, yeah. People will sometimes get together and they won't think that this has real world consequences and that is someone's life that they are messing with, and it does affect more than them. So, then you get those people who are like, well, they should have thought about that before they did this. So what you want is a world that lives in fear. That's not right. What happened to human decency? Oh, right. People like that happen to human decency. And then, there are people who have never been through a certain level of stuff, and I've actually survived a lot, so it's actually hard for me to imagine a world that doesn't have that in it. Just because it's so easy for me to see it. Because I've been through it. However, it's sort of like if you've never had your purse gone through by, like, a stranger or something. It might be a little bit easier for you to leave it, like, in the care of a friend, or for that friend who's also never had that happen to not watch it as vigilantly. You simply cannot imagine that the people around you would do something horrible. So even that, you just don't imagine it. But once someone has done that, you look around and you realize something. Any one of those people could. And you trust people around you that you don't really know less. And I've been through enough stuff to know that the world is a pretty screwed up place. It's very, very cold, and that is why it is very important for home to be a warm, loving place. Because the world certainly isn't.
You're right, Mama, you're right.
Yeah? Aren't you supposed to be trying to take a nap? Here, come on. You're not comfy like that. Come on, move your dad's pillow. There you go. So, yeah. Now whenever I get off here, I got some work to do. You gonna be good for that? You gonna be quiet? Gonna take your nap? Wanna get some work done? Okay. Yeah. Oh, you're all cocooned up in Daddy's blanket.
I'm a cocoon.
Just do me a favor, try not to drool on his pillow too much, okay? Then I might have to wash his pillowcase before he gets home. Okay, you don't drool that much. I'm the one who drools. Yeah, I drool in my sleep. Pretty much like most people. But a lot of people don't talk about stuff like that. I'm weird, okay? My videos are never scripted. They're not here for scripting. They're more of, I guess, just me talking or documenting my day. We were going to make cookies today, but Munchkin did not actually take his nap. So, instead of making cookies, just relax right there, okay? Sometimes there is a vaguely legitimate thing there, like emotions and stuff. Trying not to talk about it too bluntly with him right here. Yeah? I suspect this is one of those days because he is falling asleep. So,